This is the year you're going to improve your game. No excuses. And the pros at Blackwood Golf Academy are here to help. With their 23-acre all-grass driving range, full-service pro shop, and computerized swing analysis, Blackwood Golf Academy will get your game up to par. Need lessons? Individual and group instruction with head pro Chris Carr will shave strokes off your game and make you the envy of your next foursome. Blackwood Golf Academy, a country club setting open to the public, adjacent to Blackwood Golf Course in Douglassville.
At the batting cages here, we cover all the bases from young kids to adults. We handle slow softball, fast softball, slow baseball, and fast baseball. I have 9 cages, 4 softball. I have 2 slow baseball cages, and 3 other baseball cages, medium, fast, and very fast.
Growing up in the Pottstown area has always been good. But now it's even better because we're bringing pediatric expertise from Lehigh Valley Health Network right here to Pottstown Memorial Medical Center. Around the clock when you need us most. It's more peace of mind for patients, more understanding and caring for kids, all in the best place ever, your backyard. Pediatric care at PMMC with Lehigh Valley Health Network.
From Memorial Park in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, the PCTV Network presents volleyball action. It's the Pottstown Rumble. Hello, everybody. I'm Al Ganoza, joined by Adam Brocious. And we were just talking. You won the first one here.
Long time ago.
How has it changed?
It's a lot bigger. It's a production now. I mean, look around. You have a 20-foot volleyball. You have 2 other big inflatables. It's a huge tournament, 140 nets this year. It's fantastic.
Now, for the women's final coming up, you say we have a couple of repeaters, players that our fans out there might know.
Right. Well, last year, Svetlana Simic won last year. She's returning to the finals. And Lauren Schmidt, she's won twice in the past. She's returning to the finals. So they're partners. They're waiting for the other semifinal to finish, and then they'll be joining them in the finals. But seasoned veterans in the finals playing for $2,000.
And we will be back for that match right here in center court at Memorial Park right after this.
Just down the street, there's a hardware store with great tools, products,
and expert advice.
We've got everything you need because we know the community
and we know our customers.
So next time you have a home improvement project,
drop by
your local True Value hardware store. True Value.
Start right.
Start here.
Your True Value expert is A.D. Moyer in Gilbertsville and Pottstown. On the web at admoyer.com.
Stone's Hearing Aid Service has been helping families for generations since the 1880s. Stop in or we'll come to your home for a free hearing test and evaluation. No charge. We offer entry-level to advanced hearing aids from leading manufacturers. And we're always the lowest price. Just compare. After we select the perfect hearing aid for you, we'll even provide you with a free trial. If you don't like it, we'll replace it. Stone's Hearing Aid Service is always available and provides service the way you want it.
Hey, Bob. What's got you down?
I just can't seem to find a pharmacy that's right for me.
Grab your cap. I'm taking you to Professional Pharmacy.
At Professional Pharmacy, we're open and able to fill prescriptions 365 days a year and accept most insurance plans. Our professional staff offers individualized assistance with a variety of services, and we're the largest medical equipment provider in the area.
Professional Pharmacy is awesome.
And I love your new cap.
And while the finalists loosen up for their match, take a look around. Well, I'll tell you, it's impressive. I came out here earlier today. First of all, it's a gorgeous day, but just seeing all the courts, all the players, and all the people here, and just some great volleyball. Spent a lot of time at center court. Saw some good matches from the men, from the A-level, and also from the women, and just all ages. And with the food, the music, it's just a good atmosphere. And especially when the weather's like this, you can't beat an afternoon day spending here at the Pottstown Rumble. And one thing I kept thinking of when I'm walking around, brought my daughter Alexandra, and just all the work that had to go into this, and how many people, and mostly Ken Cass, the efforts that he's put in over the years. This started as his dream and his tournament back in '91, and it's blossomed, as Adam Brocious said, into what we have now. So if you miss it this year, you can always catch it next year. Probably, I don't know if they can get much bigger because they've been turning people away. Can only get so big. But, it has been great. All right, we'll be back with your women's final match coming up right after these messages.
Meet Dan and his dog Bongo. They started their own dog biscuit company, but Dan wanted more. So Dan worked with Fast Signs. They created a plan to attract more customers, get more business, wag more tails. Still, Dan wanted more, and Fast Signs provided more. Fast Signs help with digital displays, mobile marketing, merchandising, fleet graphics, and more. Now Dan has more sales, more locations, more of the good life. And more is exactly what Fast Signs delivers. More than fast, more than signs, more than 530 locations worldwide.
For over 50 years, O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei has helped our clients resolve a wide variety of legal challenges. OWM Law provides legal representation to clients throughout southeastern Pennsylvania. Our attorneys and our highly trained support staff utilize the latest technology and resources available to satisfy the needs of our clients. O'Donnell, Weiss & Mattei, delivering the highest level of professional service, conveniently located with offices in Pottstown and Phoenixville.
Abra, Michelle, which is which?
Oh, I know.
Last name. Thank you.
All right, we're getting acquainted with our contestants. On the left that's Amway.
Abra
Amway. And you said Michelle Iafiola?
Correct.
They will start out to our left, and then to our right,
Svetlana Simic and Lauren Schmidt.
Okay. Now, it might be confusing because they switch every 4 points.
Is this 2-11 or 15?
This is 2-11. We have
okay.
two, and then this is best of
no,
3.
This is, oh, my bad. I just asked. It's 1 game to 15.
Oh, it is?
Yes, they're not doing 3.
Oh, okay.
All right, 1 game to 15.
Adam, I wanted to ask you, is it more of an advantage if you had a little time off since your last game, or if you're coming off you're playing right away?
I always preferred to play right away.
Okay.
Get warm, stay warm, and you don't have a lot of jitters coming into a new match because you just got off an old match and you just got off a win, so you're pumped up and you're ready to go.
Haven't had a chance to get stiff.
Right. But different people like different things. I mean, my partner and I, this tournament, we hardly warm up at all. We don't take swings, we don't do anything. But other people like to take 20 swings. And I'm like, 20 swings just wear me out.
Yeah. Now, is there a limit they have here for warming up, or is it just whenever they feel comfortable?
Whenever they feel comfortable, but if it takes a long time, we'll go out and talk to them and say, let's get it going. So.
And I noticed the losers from the match before referee, or umpires, I would call it referee, or officiate?
Officiate, right. They ref.
Okay.
And it's sort of a It's a slap in the face after you lose.
Yeah,
but that's what every tournament does.
Okay.
And they don't have paid referees. They have at this tournament you don't get your money for the tournament until you ref.
And I guess you could tell them, hey, look, it's prize money would be going to officials if you didn't do this.
We have Lauren Schmidt and Svetlana Simic. And on the Rumpelman side, we have Abraham Wade, and Michelle.
Okay.
That's live radio or TV?
It's
This will be
TV.
a 15-point game, 1 game to 15.
So we have had that little change in protocol. Instead of playing the best of 3 up to 11, 1 game to 15. The band is taken over recently. Had music playing with a disc jockey for much of the day with a public address announcer here at center court, which helped out a lot, knowing the names and helping explain the terms and the decisions. Were the players okay with the 1 game to 15?
They actually pretty much like it. At the
Oh,
end
they
of
do?
a long day.
Okay, I can imagine.
1 to 15, a longer game. You get to set tempo and things like that, and get it over with. So you have the semifinal. The people that lost in the semifinal, Iris, is up refereeing, and I'm sure she's going to do a good job. I think she knows both sets of players, so it should be a great match.
I guess you get players from all over. I mean, is it tough for them to travel here? I mean, do they go different tournaments in a swing, like a tournament swing, or how does it work?
You get some professional players who travel around the country playing, and there are bigger events. This is, as far as I know, this is the highest women's paid event of the year. Be outside of an AVP or something like that.
Yeah.
And for the men's, this is one of the highest ones. This is definitely the largest event. And you get, like my partner traveled in from Florida, and he'll fly and maybe play 10 different tournaments throughout the summer, flying to the biggest tournaments in the country.
Wow.
And that's how he makes his living. So a lot of people I don't make my living playing volleyball.
Yeah, I remember. I remember mentioning, for some reason, your name stuck with me, and Vlado Batez, and he was from Yugoslavia, and somebody said he went to fight the Civil War after that over in Yugoslavia. Is that true or not?
In Yugoslavia, you have to put in your time with the Army.
All right, Rumblers,
so
let's
he was
get the finals here, a little round, and let's get this
He was in the Army, but he ended up being able to play volleyball for the Army.
Oh, good. Okay.
So when I played with him, he was a setter for the junior national team. And then he went on to win a gold medal as the starting outside hitter for Yugoslavia in 2000, I believe.
Wow.
Yes, so he made a great career out of volleyball. And I've talked to him over the last year or two, and I've tried to get him to come back. He's not coming back.
Okay. That's a long trip.
It's a long trip, and I'm trying to get him to come back. He and I always had a great time. He says he's retired from all of volleyball.
All right. All right, here we go. Abraham Wake, the right-handed serve. Each team gets 3 hits, and that's Lauren Schmidt getting it down.
Lauren's an excellent player. Her style is not flashy, but she hits the ball away from the defense, and here you go. There, Lauren, Svetlana gives her a nice high set. Lauren goes high down the line, and you see the person didn't have even a chance to touch the ball. And that's what Lauren's very good at. There's Svetlana with a good jump serve deep. And there's Michelle. Michelle squeezes it down right over the net.
Simic just couldn't quite get there. And it's a side out. You have to serve the score.
Correct, yeah. You have to, these are what we call old school rules, which means you have to serve to get a point, just like when I grew up playing. Now, a lot of the international rules, every serve's a point, but they play old school here. And that was an ace down the line. It was a great jump serve. Michelle served it down the line, hit the rope, and the rope is good here.
Okay. And I'm going to be firing questions. What is the advantage of a jump serve?
Well, the jump serve, you're pretty much jumping and hitting it above the height of the net.
Okay.
And you're directing the ball down, which makes it a faster serve.
Okay. There is the jump serve, and it does hit the rope, and that is another ace.
That's 2. Very unusual to get 2 in a row like that. But she seems dialed in, and that's a quick early lead. 2-0, and Svetlana's laughing, and she adjusts the line. And it's great because what you'll find is, like, Svetlana's laughing, and they just got ace twice in a row, and she's laughing, so she picks up the line just to say, oh, maybe the line's out of sync a little bit, but it wasn't. That was a great serve by Michelle. Let's see if she does it 3 times. It's in place. Svetlana, good pass, and a hit. Okay, there you go. And what you see in women's, which is different than men's, is with women, they don't block as much as men. Usually with men, you'll have one big guy up at the net trying to block. With women, it's a lot more hitting and volleying than blocking. Like right here, Svetlana stays up. Oh. There you go. And that's a good call. Svetlana, what she did is she blocked it, but she soft blocked it, and then she played the second one, but it wasn't clean. And you have to play those clean to keep going, so the referee called it. So that was a good call.
So it was a hard block at the top of the net. Then she could hit it again, right, or not?
Well, here it comes. You watch Svetlana right here. Okay, well, that was actually after the play, so the play had already been called by then. But Svetlana went up to block it, and then she blocked it, and she could play it herself because the block is not a contact. But then when she went up to play it, she didn't play it cleanly. And you have to play it cleanly with your hands, or it's an infraction. And that's what happened.
Amwake serving. She does not do the jump serve. Kind of lobs it up there and almost caught the opponents by surprise. And Schmidt finds the back of the court.
Again, Lauren just hits it by people. And she's very smart. She just finds a spot on the court where the other person isn't. A lot of people, what they'll do if they have a really good blocker, they'll hit a nice easy serve so you get a tight set and you get a good chance at a block.
Time Simic.
Oh, that's a good serve.
Oh, there's a point.
Amwake just couldn't quite handle it.
That was a serve right down the middle, and those are the toughest ones because you need communication with your partner. And there it looked like they sort of said, you take it, I got it, and there's a little bit of a mess.
1 serving 2 on this one. Amwake with the right hand.
That was a good.
Gets past Simic.
That was a good hit by Abra. That set was a little bit off the net, but you can really, in women's, the set's off the net a little bit, good pass, sets off the net, and she just goes up and hammers it past the block. You see it just go by Lauren's arm.
Fiola. 2-1.
Michelle Fiola. A little bit of run up on the jump serve. Here comes Simic. And again, a little bit of indecision on that side of the net.
Well, the issue is one of the best plays in volleyball. If you're not tight on the net where you can take a full swing, hit it middle deep to get 2 people running towards the ball, and then if one of them plays it, the other one's out of position already.
Schmidt with a right-handed serve. Added 2 hits.
Okay. So what you're seeing right now is they keep serving Abra. So they're saying that they have a better chance to dig or block Abra than dig or block Michelle. Michelle's a more powerful hitter. So you usually pick on the person that you can get more digs off of or more blocks out of.
Net serve by Amwake, so we'll go over on the side out.
I think it's 1-2, Svetlana. She's an assistant coach at Long Island University. Good player, good solid fundamentals. She's from Serbia.
Here comes Fiola. She blasts it. And Schmidt can't quite catch up to it. Good efforts.
And that's why they serve the other girl, because Michelle is just blasting the ball, and she's hitting it faster than the other girls can react and pass.
And you don't have to switch serves up, right? One person can serve the whole time?
No, that's incorrect.
Oh.
No, you trade off.
Oh, you don't have to trade off. Okay.
Yes. That would be a big advantage to big servers. Well, that's a tight set.
Lauren Schmidt past the tip from Amwake.
She's smart. And you'll see Lauren's head. When she goes up to hit, her head surveys the court, and then she just hits towards the empty spot. It's difficult to do because you're running 30 feet, but she does it very well.
Here comes Amwake.
Finds the open
And
space
it's
down
in by about 1.5 feet, and that's good enough.
Effective
And
play.
that's how easy volleyball is. An easy pass, easy set, and just roll to the empty spot. People make it more difficult than it has to be.
2-1. Score stays the same.
2 serving, 1.
Schmidt. Simic.
Here comes Schmidt for the right-hander.
Fires cross.
There you go, right around the block and into the empty
Effective
spot.
play, keeping the
Now,
score
as
at
good as
1-2.
Lauren is hitting the ball right now, Lauren will hit hard cross right into the empty spot. You see the defense move around, and she hits perfect. Good extension, good slap into the open spot. But as good as Lauren is playing, they keep serving her because they think Svetlana's better than that.
1 serving 2.
Here goes Svetlana. She's going to do a little jump serve, a little floaty. Jump serve middle again, which gets a little confusion.
Pops into it.
Iafiola, but a nice play by Svetlana. And here she comes at the net.
Steps into it, puts it in the middle. Iafiola takes it. She gets it back.
There you go.
She
That's that
throws
middle
it
play.
deep,
Oh,
long
just out.
in the paint.
So that's good defense on both sides, but you see how the middle sort of confuses both players.
Yep.
They run into each other, and then they don't get a good offensive play off of that.
That was one of the longer volleys we've had in this young match, and the score is 2-2 now.
Oh, diving effort.
Wow, that's an ace.
That's
Zamwick
enough.
just couldn't handle it.
No,
Amwake.
and if you can
It's a strong
serve
effort.
down
That's
someone's
an ace.
line, most people lean into the middle of the court. And if you can serve down their line, instead of leaning into the middle of the court, they have to go and they have to lean outside and still try to pass back in the middle of the court. It's very difficult to do. So if you can do that line serve, you get a lot of points out of that.
3 serving 2. Right-handed serve by Simic.
Amwake gets it back. She
Amwake, the shorter of the 2 on her team, tried to get down the line.
Okay, she just rolled it just outside. And what you'll find is, what they do is every 5 points in a game to 15, they change sides.
Okay.
And they do that so if the lighting is different or if the wind is different, everyone plays in the same conditions.
Tell you, the fields, the grass is in great shape here at Memorial Park.
Amwake
Uh,
gets it
the-
back. She looks
That's a nice little drop shot by Abra. But the Parks and Rec group here has done a fantastic job.
Well, and not just on this court. I've seen great grass all around this park.
Watch this little dink, a little knuckle short. Everyone's back waiting for a hit, and she's like, nope, I'm going to drop it short in front of you.
Ball is a 2-4 score.
So here's Michelle with a good jump serve,
Jump service.
and that was an ace. That's,
It'll make it 3-4.
Wow.
they have 3 points, and all 3 are off aces by Michelle. So she's carrying the team right now, and that doesn't mean that Abra's not contributing, but so far their points have come off aces.
And she will keep serving until they lose their serve, right? So next time.
Correct, or right.
Another
There you
tough
go.
one, but
Simic nicely
Simic
pops
goes
up,
down
gets
and gets
back.
it, and it fires one of her own. Does it grab the line? Yes.
It did. It was just inside the line, probably at 29 feet, all the way on the right side. And watch Svetlana. She'll turn her shoulder, open it up, and go right down the line. See that? And right inside.
Yep.
Now you'll see the white paint on both end lines. The white paint and the line signify out. So here's Michelle. Let's see if she puts it down hard.
She powers
Oh.
it.
And that's Michelle. That's why they're serving her partner. That's why they're serving Abra, because Michelle is big hammer.
That's a side out. The score will remain.
One of the
3-4.
taller players you might see. Certainly a long set of jumping legs.
Oh, there's Michelle. And Lauren just didn't get her hands up in time, but that was a big hit by Michelle. This is a great view here with the rumble in the background and the big ball. And there we go.
Sets it in the middle somehow.
That's a good dig by Abra. Here we go. Can Svetlana get it? No.
I think Svetlana lost track of it.
With the effort.
Well, and that's what you'll find. I mean, first of all, these girls have been playing since 8:30 in the morning. So it's 9 o'clock at night now, or it's almost 10 o'clock now.
Yeah.
So they've been playing 13 hours. Everyone's getting a little tired, but the lights here play tricks with you a little bit.
Pops it up, gets it
That's a
back,
good
surveys,
set. And
puts it
that's
right in the middle where it has
right
to
down
be.
the middle. But you see the lights out here, and the girls have been playing a long time. So we'll see if Svetlana can pick it up and maybe get an ace. It's 4-4. Still anyone's game right now. 1 game to 15.
Simic with a right-hander. A little bit of spin on that ball. Sometimes you see the knuckleball come out.
Surveys.
There you you go. Svetlana, good dig. She's going to hit off weak side and straight down.
Right between them.
And you see she's hitting middle deep a lot. And that's where you get a ton of points.
It earns the 5-4 lead.
And it gives them a 5-4 lead.
So,
15-point
okay,
game.
so here's Svetlana on a little dig there. And then she adjusts to Lauren's set and pounds it right down the middle with no block. No one's around. Here's Svetlana. Can she get... Oh, they're starting to go on Michelle a little bit. Svetlana.
Simic is there.
Iafiola rejects it.
That's good.
Fights through the
So Svetlana got a good dig, a little too tight for Lauren to make a play on it, and Michelle got up and pushed it down. So they're starting to see something in Michelle, like she's not rolling as much and not finding the open spot, she's just swinging, and Svetlana's a good defensive player, so she's digging those.
Here comes Iafiola on the serve. Another ace.
That's 4 aces out of 5 points, so they're going to switch sides now because it's on multiples of 5.
So you say this is unusual to see this many aces in a match.
Well, there are certain players that get a lot of aces.
Okay.
And in men's, there are a lot of big power servers that you live and die by the ace. So if your serve isn't on, you know, sometimes you run into a tough problem. But tonight, Michelle, obviously her serve's on. She got, out of 5 points, she got 4 aces.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, something occurred to me. It seemed like I saw a couple people with bare feet, most people playing sneakers. It would seem that spikes would be an advantage.
Well, you can't wear spikes.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay.
You can't use turf shoes, you can't use spikes because it's half for advantage and half for safety.
Okay.
Because you don't want people getting stepped on or hit in the legs with spikes. So I really... Well,
makes sense.
That's a good jump serve right there. Let's see if Lauren can put it away. Oh, right down the middle, but they're starting to smarten up.
Iafiola has it returned a little bit of the net.
That's a good spot by Svetlana. Svetlana loves that high extension right down the line. She does that very well. I practiced against her on Thursday a little bit with my partner, and she loves that down the line and deep, where if you're dug in and ready to get one, she'll hit it over your shoulder and deep down the line.
This is Lauren Schmidt serving. She is a righty. And we are tied at 5.
5-5.
Here you go, it's a good set and a pound down. Now, while they're going to get that ball, I'd like to say a little thanks to the whole Pottstown staff. These people volunteer and do all of this, and this is a 4 or 5 day project for them. They set up 140 nets, they set up tents, they set up inflatables, they set up sound systems. It is a lot of work. It's a labor of love for these people. They do a fantastic job.
And the nets have been sturdy, too.
Let's see, Svetlana. Oh, let's see, now that's a good beach dig. Let's see. Okay. Lauren goes up, and there's Lauren again. Lauren's batting 1,000 right now when she swings. It's fantastic. So what you'll see is, off the side of the court, you'll see, here you go. Here's Lauren. She's going to go back across her body, and no one's there. Here comes Svetlana. It's 5-5. Let's see if she can get a little ace going. Up, and that was right on the line for a point. So that's an ace. There have been a lot of lines hit. I'm sorry, it's 7-5 now. I must have missed the point.
I think it was a late flip on the scorecard.
That could be. So I'd like to thank Bill Bonney Photography here. He's the photographer for all of Pottstown Rumble. Does a great job. Oh, that's a good, let's see, a little trouble here. There's Lauren Schmidt. Let's see if she finds the spot again. There you go, right off the top of the hands. Now there's starting to be a little lead opening up. It's 8-5. Svetlana and Lauren.
Sometimes momentum can be a big thing here once you get a little roll going.
It's huge, and that's where a lot of the aces come in. Svetlana and Lauren aren't getting the aces. They're getting it off defense.
Here's Simic off the serve. Oh, a little bit of trickery there as Iafiola went off the second hit. They expect everybody to take 3 hits and go for the set.
They usually do because that's your highest percentage hit. But sometimes when you need to change your momentum, when you need to help your partner out, You take a look at the court, survey it a little bit, and get a second ball and dump it in a corner.
Here comes Iafiola.
There you go. Lauren Schmidt again. There you go. Again, she finds the corner. So this year, the Pottstown Rumble, they filled to capacity. They've had the largest women's field at 25 professional teams. Wow. They had the largest men's field by far at 88 professional teams. And here you go, Lauren. Let's see. She's going to turn around and hit down the line again, and no one is there at all. She's hitting away from people. And that's the smartest thing. You want to hit it. It's a big court. There are two people. There are a lot of open spots. The best players are just finding a spot where no one touches it at all. Because when someone gets a little hand on the ball bounces, and you can get that ball up, get it back in play. Here goes Abra. Let's see if she gets served. Oh, the little dead in the middle. A great play. Lauren adjusted well to that. Svetlana actually was the star of that play because Svetlana was there to handle the serve, but when Lauren grabbed it from her, she got in there and gave her a great set and made Svetlana look like a champ.
That is Svetlana. Her team is up 8-5.
There you go. Let's see Abra. Svetlana tracks it down. See if she can put it away.
What's in the middle? Ifiola's there. Ifiola wants it now. She fired.
Ifiola, is it out? That is close.
It was close. It was just out. And that's why they have the ropes there. Because it's not like when I was playing picnics as a kid where I had sneakers on the corners. Yeah. Everyone played like that. Now it's these ropes. If it doesn't hit the rope, it's out.
And you can see the rope move.
Okay, so here you go. Michelle makes a great save, tries to cut the line, and just hits it out. Look how close that is, that line.
Good call.
That's 6 inches out.
Everyone's ready. They want this. They can all
Players take a minute to towel off, and they come back. It's going to be Simic serving.
There you go. Now that they've found that middle deep.
What a block by Lauren.
It was a good block. It was just out, though. So she reached up and closed down the line, but it hand off her hand. And watch Lauren go up and pike right off the side, jump up and pike, but it just hit her right hand and bounce out of bounds. Oh, that's a good serve deep. Let's see if Lauren can convert. Oh, there you go.
Off the hands of Amwake and into the back spray-painted grass.
And the thing is, and that's what made Lauren a two-time champion. She finds the open spot. She finds the backtracking defensive person. She hits it at him. When you're backtracking and you have your hands above your head, it's tough to dig those.
Lauren Schmidt on the serve.
They're up 9-5 right now. If they switch at 10-5, that's a huge advantage, hard to overcome.
See what Amway can do with this set.
Straight in the open.
She does well.
Well done.
Now, do you go out and search teams, or do you let word go out and the teams come and find you? Do you ever go out and search for players?
Well, I'm getting a little up there in years now.
Okay.
So I have to go search for other players. But when I was in my prime a few years ago, I would have a lot of people calling me to play, but it's just not like that anymore.
Okay.
I'm trying to maintain.
Steps into it.
That's a big hit by Svetlana. That's why they keep going to Lauren, because Svetlana just puts that ball down hard. But Father Time is starting to catch up to me. So
it's amazing how fast it goes, and it seems like just yesterday that first one.
Now watch Svetlana. She's going to get up. She got a little outside set and a big cross the body, and no one is around to get that one. Oh, there you go.
Wow, Ifiola just couldn't quite get it over. Now, will these women leave tonight? I mean, will they play it all tomorrow, or they're done after this?
Some of these women will come back and play co-ed. I don't think these four are playing co-ed. The co-ed, one man, one woman, it's not as prestigious as the pro division here.
Okay.
She gets it back with the roll.
Amwake with a little dink, and she can't quite handle that one.
And that point was all about Lauren Schmidt. She got down there with one hand and flipped it up like a little pancake or a little flipper. And it looks like one of the players, Michelle, has a question for the referee. Let's see how she handles it. So it looks like right now, Abra and Michelle are going to take a timeout. The momentum's going against them a little bit. It was a 5-5 game before, but now it's 11-5.
Yep.
And Svetlana and Lauren have really taken control of this. The game's only to 15.
All right, and while they take a break, we're going to take a little break too, but we'll be back for the finish after this.
I want a professional heating company with heating and cooling service plans.
A company that considers my needs.
I want the security of price protection plans.
Along with 24-hour emergency service and heating oil delivery.
I want comfort.
I want Ollard Brothers.
Ollard Brothers, still family and still local. Ask about our America-friendly and environment-friendly agri-fuels, bioheat, and biodiesel.
When it comes to heating
and the environment,
there's only one choice.
Thanks, Ollard Brothers.
All right, here we go. Svetlana Simic, the winner from 2012. She is coming back to try to hold her crown at Pottstown. And she serves Abra. Abra, nice pass. Oh, okay, Lauren got a good hand on that, but it didn't look like her feet were set where she could really dig that one up. So just a side out here, Michelle's going back. Let's see if she has any more aces in her pocket, because her team could use a lift right now.
Yeah, she has had a blistering serve, and that's really been the main thing working for them.
Strong service. Simic is there. She looks.
Simic with a little dink shot and gets the right spot.
They're smart. A lot of people use knuckles. I use a lot of them myself. You go up, you survey the defense a little bit, and just knuckle into the open spot. Now watch Svetlana reach up, and she just knuckles into the corner. Now the thing is, you can't hit that ball with an open hand. If you roll that ball with an open hand, they'll call it a lift. So you got to hit it with something solid. And there's Michelle. All right, Michelle's hit it out. Now it's 12-5. Now they're getting to the point where it's going to be close to desperation time. So 1 or 2 more points. You know, they're playing to 15. They're down by 7 now. I didn't really see the match opening up like this, but let's see what happens. Oh. And when you have someone down and against the ropes, you got to get the serve in and make them play the ball.
Let's see if they take advantage of the net serve. Amway on the serve this time. She is not a jump server, or at least hasn't been.
Strong serve.
Here comes Simic.
Oh, there you go.
Right back at her by Ayafiola, and it stays in.
That's the first down block we've seen of the game so far. So you never know. Maybe that changes a little momentum here. Let's see.
That's their first point
in
a while.
Watch this block. Watch Michelle get up, and she pikes over the net, and down we go.
Looks again. Fires it down the center.
Now, are they calling that in?
That was in.
Okay.
It was about a foot in.
Well surveyed.
Svetlana, at this level, these are women that play professional volleyball. They're not going to hit a lot of balls out. So my advice would be to play as much as you can play. Don't hope that it's going to be out, because it's not going to be out.
Here's Simic on the serve.
That's a good jump serve deep. Going to Abra. Abra, a little turn.
Simic is there, and she gets it back.
That's a nice set.
And she
Simic.
There you go. I'm a little surprised that Svetlana usually rolls that deep line, and you see this deep line open up, way open up. But I'm surprised she didn't do that. But all's well that ends well.
13-6.
Now 13-6, just 2 points away from.
Smelling blood.
I'll tell you, from the matches I've seen, this is a relatively easy match so far for them.
Yeah, I really wouldn't say easy match. That's a smart play right there by Abra. Right, there was a little short serve, and Abra felt she couldn't get a great pass, so she said she'd take it over on one into the corner. These matches really aren't easy. Once in a while, you get on a run of a few points, and Michelle and Abra, like they're just not getting the luck on the points. They're serving hard, but right to people. There's Svetlana. Oh, good dig by Michelle. Let's see if she can put it away.
Oh, no, good dig on Simic's end.
There we go. All right, she got it up.
Oh,
just out. That was for a point, and that really would have. That brings it a lot closer. I mean, right now they're at 13-6. They had good defense on both sides, but Michelle needs to get that ball in.
One of the longer volleys. In fact, probably the longest volley we've had tonight. Good plays on both ends.
So here we go. Oh.
Viola pops it up.
Michelle, let's see, down the line. Oh, down the line roll. She was ready for that.
Oh,
And
Schmidt.
that's Schmidt. Schmidt doesn't miss that.
No.
And now it's 14-6. They're going to switch sides now.
Final point, match point.
They're going to switch sides, and when they do that, I mean, it's 14-6. That's a tough score to come back from. Now, this is old school scoring, which means you have to serve to earn the point. And with this rule, really, Michelle and Abra have to make a mistake. Not to, you know, if they don't make any mistakes, they can stay in this game. And that's different than the new style of scoring where every serve is a point. If you have a deficit like this, it's almost impossible to come back from.
This there's more of a chance, though.
This is more of a chance. They have to make a mistake to lose this game, but let's see what happens.
Viola pops it up. She gets it back.
There we go.
Aya Fiola gives her team life.
Keeps them alive.
And that's the thing. Now, if this was the new style scoring, which they call rally scoring, where every serve is a point, when Abra serves, all they have to do is find the grass with it once in play, and the match is over. But I'm a fan of old school scoring because you have to earn your points. So let's see if she has anything going on. That's a good serve, a little deep. It's not a great pass. Let's see if she can put it away.
Oh, what a dig.
That's a great dig. Down the line.
Dig on at it.
Schmidt back. Simic deep shot. Amway is there. She gets it
See if
back.
Amway can do something with it.
There you go.
She does.
Down the line. They earn a point. So they're still in the game.
Again, great action both sides of the nets.
And what I like about what these girls are doing, both of them keep. And watch, there's Abra playing a deep ball, and then right down the middle, no one gets it, it hits the rope.
Amway serve, and here comes Lauren Schmidt.
See what happens.
Amway just couldn't quite get there.
Well, Lauren's pretty smart. There aren't a lot of people that are going to get that ball from Lauren.
And again, Lauren and Svetlana will be serving for the match.
And what you find is the smarter teams in both men's and women's keep the ball deep to make people play that ball at 30 feet and run 30 feet to go hit it across. Let's see what they do.
Oh.
Just serve deep. If I have a lead like this, I'm getting every ball in and making them play every ball, and maybe you get a mistake. So here you go. Michelle, let's see if she can come back alive and rip a few aces. Big jump serve.
Oh, she got it down. Oh, she did. They're calling it out.
It was just, it might have missed the back line by 2 or 3 inches, but you missed the train by 20 seconds or 20 minutes,
Same
you still
thing.
missed the train.
Again, Lauren Schmidt serving for the match.
That's a good ball right down the middle to Michelle. Can she put it away?
Aya Fiola.
She is the queen of hitting lines this game. That's the 4th or 5th line she's hit.
She's like the pitcher painting the corners on the plate.
That's exactly right.
And the ball goes back over to them, and they stave off elimination again.
I want to see, you know, if this game goes much longer, the grass is starting to get a little wet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so anything could happen. There's a good serve down the line. Not a great pass. Let's see if Lauren can convert. Lauren, okay, this time it was a tough. Svetlana was setting that back over Lauren's shoulder, so it's a different tracking, and she had to get that and snap over the top of it. It's a tough play. So they earned another point. It's 8-14.
Oh, just deep.
That was a deep serve, so Lauren and Svetlana again serving for the match.
Their lead is shrinking ever so slightly each time. Now it's 14-8.
It was 14-6. I mean, and this is where 1 or 2 more points and it starts creeping back in their mind. Let's see what happens.
Wayne service Amway.
Comes Amway up on the nets, and she gets it down.
A lot of teams block line almost all the time. And so you can roll that line and get an easy side out. But Michelle gets up and she gets an ace or 2. Then it starts to creep in Svetlana's mind.
Michelle, Viola.
Let's see what Michelle can do with this serve. good deep serve. Let's see if Schmidt can put it away.
Kicks into it. Oh!
That's a good swing by Schmidt and a good block. Now you'll see what Michelle's wearing on her ankles. They're called, ankle braces or active ankles, things like that. That, to me, that says that she's probably an indoor player.
Okay.
Because indoor players, you run into a lot of people under the net, and those things help your ankles be stable. Let's see, right here, down line. Oh, this is it. Schmidt has a swing for game.
Looking for the kill. Amwake. Oh, God.
She puts it away.
And that's game.
But the winners of the
Schmidt and Simic are the winners of the 2013 Pottstown Rumble Women's Division.
That was a good play, and it just looked like they were.
2013 champs.
Now here you go for game right here. Abra, she rolls a little bit, but Schmidt's in there. Schmidt goes up, and you don't want to give Schmidt just a free swing. And Abra was down there and made the best of it, but just couldn't come up with it at that point.
All right, we'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Meet Joe Can Do That. Joe Can Do That can fix anything. He can fix your car. He can fix your vacuum cleaner. He can even fix your electrical problems. But do you really want him to? Call Gehringer Mechanical today for all your electrical needs. Joe Can Do That does.
If you've been injured at work, if you've been injured in a car accident, if you're having problems with your neck, your low back, you're having migraine headaches, if you're suffering, you need to see us first. We can help.
I never really thought that I would go to college. I drove by the campus one day. It just felt like there was so much energy on the campus. It was the first time I had picked up a brush in probably years. And the professor, he really helped me. They chose one of my paintings to be in the 2011-2012 Art and Literature magazine. I have all these wonderful experiences. I have all the self-confidence in the world. I'm also going to be transferring to Villanova in the spring. Montgomery County Community College definitely did change my life.
And Adam and I are back here at center court. Well, I'll tell you, familiar faces, familiar names, they come back and win again. No matter who they're with, they just seem to be successful.
Svetlana won last year. She won again this year. Lauren Schmidt, she's a three-time winner now. And that's unusual. I mean, they're good volleyball players, and they're solid. They make no mistakes, which is the big difference. And they dug a lot of balls. They passed really well, and they keep each other in the game and psyched, and they help their partners out.
Now, for the other team, I have Fiola, her blistering ace, that was the big key for them.
Yeah, and you live by the ace, but if you're not acing people, you have to find a different way to get points. And she got, out of the first 5 points, she got 4 aces. That's great at the start, but sooner or later, if you're not on all the time, sometimes you got to find something else to get points. And tonight, they were serving her partner Abra a little bit, and Abra did a great job, but the defense of Lauren Schmidt and Svetlana took over.
Big first day of the run. We have another big day tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow's huge. I mean, today we had 88 men's open teams. I think 36 come back tomorrow for playoffs, and around 5 or 6 o'clock they'll have the men's pro. They're playing for $5,000. It's the biggest tournament in the country. $5,000 for first place. So it should be fantastic.
Okay, we will be there for that. In the meantime, Svetlana Simic and Lauren Schmidt win the women's end of the 2013 Pottstown Rumble.
$2,000. That's a big prize for women.
That's not bad at all.
All right. A lot of money.
Thank you, Adam. For Adam Brocious, I'm Al Ganoza, and for the entire PCTV Network crew, thank you for tuning in.